A very good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to discuss chemical bonding with all of you from the chapter Atomic Structure and Chemical Bonding. So we will do chemical bonding. What does it mean? What is ionic bond? With the help of certain examples. What is covalent bond? Now this time in covalent bond, only the bond present in molecules of certain non-metals that is there between the atoms of the same non-metal, not between the atoms of the different non-metal. So that also we will discuss. So let us discuss today's lecture, that is the chemical bonding. So first of all, I have written here the definition of chemical bonding, that what does it mean? Chemical bonding means what? It is the force of attraction which is present either between the atoms of the same element or between the atoms of the different element. This force of attraction is known as chemical bond, and this phenomena is known as chemical bonding. The force of attraction which is present either between the atoms of the same element or between the atoms of the different element. That force of attraction is known as chemical bond. Now very important question is there, that why atoms need to combine with each other. Atoms need to combine with each other. Either I am talking about atoms of the same element or I am talking about the atoms of the different element. To get stable, to acquire stable electronic configuration. So this is the important point, because each and every atom wants to get stable, and because of this they combine with other atoms. So what is stable electronic configuration? According to the Bose-Bury rule, where 2 electrons are there in the first shell, 8 in the second shell, 8 or 18 in the third shell, and so on. Such condition, stable condition, we can define such condition where there is no use of losing or gaining of electron, where shells are already fully filled. Such condition is known as stable electronic configuration. So atom lose or gain electron to get stable, and lose, gain or share electron to get stable. And due to this losing of electron or electrons gaining or sharing, one bond is formed between the atoms, either between the atoms of the same element or between the atoms of the different element. That bond is known as chemical bond, which we are going to discuss today with suitable example. So definition, I believe, is clear to all of you. Force of attraction present between either the atoms of the same element or between the atoms of the different element. Reason why do atoms combine with each other? Atoms combine with each other to get stable. So this is the answer of why. Now we will discuss how. How do atoms combine with each other? Atoms combine with each other either by forming ionic bond or by forming covalent bond. When you will go to 10th standard, there we will study about other bond also, which is a part of covalent bond, that is coordinate bond, but that is not there in your syllabus in 9th standard. So let us start with the first bond that I am going to discuss, ionic bond, which is present between a metal and non-metal. What is ionic bond? This word ionic is derived from which word? Ion. And what is ion? When an atom lose or gain electron, it converts into charged, we can say, particle, that is known as ion. So ionic bond is the bond which is formed by the transfer of electron or electrons between a metal and a non-metal. Metals have the tendency to lose electron, non-metals have the tendency to gain electron. So such bond which is formed by the transfer of electron or electrons between a metal and non-metal, such bond is known as ionic bond. Why between a metal and non-metal? Because metals have the tendency to lose electron. Elements having 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost shell are known as metals. And non-metals have the tendency to gain electrons. Elements having 4, 5, 6 or 7 electrons in their outermost shell, they are non-metal. So due to this transfer of electron, the bond which is formed between the atoms of the different element, where one should be metal, another should be non-metal, that bond is known as ionic bond. Again I am repeating why this word ionic is there. When I will give you example, then it will become clear to you. because in this case atom changes into ion by losing of electron and then again by gaining of electron. Another name of ionic bond is electrovalent bond also. Now here I would like to discuss the concept of valence electrons. Such electrons which are present in the outermost shell of the atom of an element are known as valence electron, which decides the valency. Now there are different methods by which we can represent this bonding, either by atomic structure where we have to draw all the shells, or by ionic reaction in case of ionic compound, or by electron dot structure. Now simply first try to understand what does it mean, then I will discuss all the points. So see here, NaCl is a ionic compound. Why it is a ionic compound? Sodium chloride. I have taken a very simple example to make you understand this concept in a better way. Sodium chloride is an ionic compound. Why sodium chloride is an ionic compound? It is an ionic compound because in this case ionic bond is present between sodium and chlorine, where sodium is a metal and chlorine is a non-metal. So the bond which is formed due to transfer of electron between metal and non-metal, that bond is known as ionic bond. First of all, atomic number you have to see. 11 is the atomic number of sodium, 17 is the atomic number of chlorine. Configuration 281, configuration 287. To get stable, sodium will lose this valence electron. When it will lose one valence electron, it will get stable. 2 in first shell, 8 in second shell. In the same manner, for stability, chlorine will gain this electron from sodium. Then it will also get stable. First shell 2, second shell 8, third shell 8. So this transferring of electron from sodium atom to chlorine atom, due to this transferring, the bond which is formed, that is your ionic bond. And why do they lose, this atom lose electron to get stable? Why chlorine accept that electron, gain that electron to get stable? So this is known as your ionic bond. Now see here, as I said, another ionic word is there. How? Sodium will lose one electron to change into Na positive, that is your cation. And in the same manner, chlorine will gain one electron to change into Cl negative, that is anion. And the bond is ionic bond. Now there was a scientist, Lewis, who said that instead of drawing the structure again and again every time, like full atomic structure when we have to draw it is a very time consuming process. So he suggested one method for the presentation of such ionic compound, which is known as electron dot structure. Now what is electron dot structure? Electron dot structure is that structure in which electrons which are present in the outermost shell, that is valence shell, is represented with the help of dot. And where we have to show the transfer of electron, there we have to use only this electron dot structure. It is easy, it is time saving process, it is not time consuming. Now I have used electron dot structure also to make this concept clear. Like for sodium, one electron is present in the outermost shell. Inner electrons I will not consider because inner shells are fully filled. Chlorine, in electron dot structure, either we can use this symbol or we can use this cross just to represent the electron. So how many electrons are there in the outermost shell? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So sodium will transfer this electron to chlorine to get stable. And the bond which is formed between sodium and chlorine due to transfer of electron, that bond is known as ionic bond. Why ionic? Because atom changes into ion. Why atom changes into ion? Atom changes into ion to get stable. So this is one of the example. Let's do 2 more example of ionic bond and then we will go to covalent bond. Now see here, let me discuss some more example of ionic compound and ionic bond. The most important feature that is, it is present between a metal and non-metal. It is not present between same element, that is metals, either only in metals or only in non-metals. Between metal and non-metal. Now see some more example I would like to discuss. We'll discuss structure of this. This is also ionic compound, that is your magnesium chloride. After this we will discuss aluminium chloride. 3 example we will do. So first of all, how many atoms of magnesium? 1 atom. How many atoms of chlorine? 2. Atomic number 12, atomic number 17, 17. Configuration 282, 287, 287. Now in this case, neither this magnesium atom is stable nor these 2 atoms of chlorine are stable. So magnesium is having 2 electrons in its outermost shell. It will give 1 electron to this and 1 to this, and ionic bond is formed between magnesium and chlorine. So this is the formation of magnesium chloride. If you want to represent this in the form of electron dot structure, what you will do? Magnesium, how many electron? 2. Chlorine, how many atom? 2 atom and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the same manner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one will be transferred here, another will be transferred here, and ionic bond will be formed. If you want to represent this in the form of ionic reaction, how will you represent? 1 atom of magnesium loses how many electron? 2 electron. So when it will lose 2 electron, 2 positive charge will come over it. And how many atoms of chlorine? 2 atoms of chlorine. Total how many electrons gain? 2 electron. So 2 atoms of chlorine gaining 1 electron individually. That's why I have written 2Cl negative. यहाँ 2Cl negative क्यों लिखा है? Because क्लोरीन के 2 एटम हैं, हर एटम एक इलेक्ट्रॉन ले रहा है. If I will write 2Cl2 negative, ये रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. Because क्लोरीन के एटम आपने देखा, इसमें भी एक इलेक्ट्रॉन आ रहा है, इसमें भी आ रहा है. So this is the correct one. We cannot write like that. So this is the example, another example of ionic bond. In the same manner for this also, there are lot many. I am discussing 3 examples. Aluminium, atomic number 13, 3 atoms of chlorine. 17, 17, 17. 283, 287, 287, 287. Aluminium will lose these 3 electrons to get stable. 3 electrons are present in the outermost shell, and 1 will be gained by the first atom, 1 will be gained by the second atom, 1 will be gained by the third atom. And the bond which is formed between this metal and this non-metal, that bond is your ionic bond. Again, if you want to represent this in this form and this form, how will you represent? Aluminium, how many electrons are there in the outermost shell? 3. Chlorine, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the same manner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the valence electrons which are present in the outermost shell. So one will be transferred to this, another will be transferred to this, like this. This is ionic bond. In ionic reaction, 1 atom of chlorine will lose 3 electron. So इसके ऊपर चार्ज आ गया 3 पॉजिटिव. एक एटम ने 3 लूज किए. How many atoms of chlorine? 3 atoms of chlorine. Total how many gain? 1, 2, 3. Total electron एक सबके पास आ रहा है. तो क्लोरीन के 3 एटम, तीनों ने एक गेन किया. This is the ionic reaction. So this is all about the ionic bond. Now we will discuss the second bond, that is known as covalent bond. What is covalent bond and types of covalent bond? And again I am repeating, this time in reduced syllabus, revised syllabus of 9th standard, covalent bond present between the atoms of the same non-metal is there, not present between the atoms of the different non-metals. So that we will discuss. So let us discuss about the covalent bond. As ionic bond is about the transferring of electron or electrons, covalent bond is about the sharing. For example, see, if I am having these 2 marker with me, ये 2 marker है मेरे पास, and according to stability concept, I need only 1 marker to write. So I am giving this marker to some other student so that मेरा भी काम चल जाए, उसका भी काम चल जाए. So this is transferring of electron. ये हो गया transfer. Now the second condition, when only 1 marker is there and 2 users are there, I have to use this marker, my friend also has to use this marker. Then what I will do? If I will give this marker to my friend, how I will get stable, how I will do my work? Or if he will take this from me, or if he will give this marker to me, how he or she will do. So I will use this marker for my work, same marker will be used by my friend also. So this is called sharing. एक ही चीज मैं भी यूज कर रही हूँ, दूसरा पर्सन भी यूज कर रहा है. So same thing in covalent bond. So what is covalent bond? First of all, let me write down the definition. Covalent bond, name से ही पता चल जाता है. Co is for cooperation. Now the bond which is formed, due to the sharing of, sharing is the important word here, sharing of electron or electrons between the atoms of the same non-metal, because here in your syllabus it is about same non-metal, that bond is known as covalent bond, and this is the feature of non-metals only. Metals भी नहीं है ये, this is the feature of non-metals only. The bond which is formed due to sharing of electron. In this case electron transfer नहीं होगा, सिर्फ share होगा. It is used by this atom also, another also. I'll give you example. So sharing is totally different from transferring. Transferring मतलब मैंने दे दिया, share मतलब मैं भी use कर रही हूँ, कोई और भी use कर रहा है. Same thing happens in case of atoms. So the bond which is formed due to sharing of electron between the atoms of the same non-metal or between the atoms of the different non-metal, that bond is known as covalent bond. But in your syllabus, the covalent bond present between the atoms of the same non-metal is only there. So that we will discuss. Now see here, the first one is single covalent bond. First we will discuss this single covalent bond. Very simple example is there in this case. For example, H2. This is hydrogen. Now in H2, how many atoms of hydrogen are there? 2 atoms of hydrogen are there. 1 electron is present here, 1 electron is present here. I am using electron dot structure. So hydrogen, this atom of hydrogen will not lose this electron. If it will lose, because according to stability concept, 2 electrons are required in first shell. अगर इसने ये लूज कर दिया, इसको दे दिया, तो ये अनस्टेबल हो जाएगा. In the same manner, it will also not lose. So this atom will share this electron, this atom will share this electron, and a sharing will occur between these 2 electrons, and single covalent bond is formed. So this is your single covalent bond which is formed between the 2 atoms of hydrogen. In the same manner, we will discuss about double covalent bond. There are lot many examples. One example I have discussed, double covalent bond. It is there in the molecule of oxygen. How many atoms of oxygen are there? 2, 1, 2. First of all, write down the atomic number. Atomic number is 8. Configuration is 2 and 6. We will use 6 electrons which are present in the outermost shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Neither this atom is stable, because according to rule 8 electrons should be there in the second shell. इसमें 6 है. In the same manner, this is also unstable. According to rule 8 electrons should be there in second shell. So ये lose नहीं करेगा, ये इसको share कर लेगा. Now you can count 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For this also, if you will count 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this double covalent bond is formed. Double covalent bond present between the 2 atoms of oxygen. This is single covalent bond where 1 pair of electron is being shared. This is double covalent bond where 2 pair of electrons are being shared. In the same manner, we will discuss about triple covalent bond. Now triple covalent bond is that bond where 3 pairs of electrons are being shared. So total number of electrons which participate in bond formation, it will be 6. That is the characteristic feature of nitrogen. 2 atoms of nitrogen. I am using electron dot structure. Electron dot structure. This I am using. Atomic number of nitrogen 7. Configuration 2 and 5. I will use the electrons which are present in the outermost shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either you can use dot or you can use cross. Choice is yours. और आपको ऐसे इसको रिप्रेजेंट करना है इन पेयर्स. Now according to rule 8 electrons should be there in the second shell, 5 है, so it will not lose, it will share 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In the same manner 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is your triple covalent bond which is formed between the two atoms of nitrogen. One more example, like chlorine, Cl, Cl. Here single will be there. Atomic number 17, 287. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here also for stability, sharing will be done and a single covalent bond will be formed between the two atoms of chlorine. So this is all about the chemical bonding which we have discussed today. Watch the video, revise thoroughly the concept. Thank you and have a nice day.